Y'all, I don't know what I did, but I turned it all around. I feel like I'm a six-figure coach. I always knew that I was, but somehow right now I feel like I could present my offer without ever questioning that it's worth whatever I suggest people should pay, which is quite the turnaround from 2 nights ago. I am so tired of building this business. I feel like I'm at my limit. I'm at my capacity for being, and I want to cry. When I was saying that I just need to make money desperately and this is too much work and I'm tired and whatever. I think the biggest problem was that I hadn't had a good night's sleep in several days. I became started not getting adequate sleep because we have my son in the crib with this thing over it so he can't get out, and the zipper came off. So he's been getting out and he's been coming into my room at 5:45. See that? He's asleep now. Anyway. And then we had a tornado in the area. And I slept on the floor for part of the night in the office in the basement. I think like when you're heavier, it hurts. Because I used to sleep on the floor a lot as a kid, but I could not do it. And then the whole crib thing has been an issue. So I think I wasn't getting enough sleep. Probably the main thing. And a lot of things happened at once. Also, somebody hit my car that day. It was like the worst door ding I have ever seen. I'll insert a picture if I can deal with that. But I had that. I had the computer thing, my husband acting like we didn't have any money when we did have money. Or me mistaking it. Yeah, I was just feeling really bad that day. So I realized, but at the end of the video, I say like, I know that I have to get past this level at some point. And so that speaks to the fact that sometimes you really need to voice and acknowledge those negative feelings, which is what you do in EFT tapping. I actually did do EFT tapping, and I think that's how I got to the place of understanding that it's going to happen at a certain time. I will make a video about tapping. I may put it on my other channel, but basically, emotional freedom techniques, tapping is the act of using acupressure points and to manage emotions and to rebalance energy in the body. So these points supposedly correspond with organs in the body, under the arm, on top of the head. So you say negative things first because you want to validate those negative feelings, sort of bring them to the light, validate them, get it out. Because sometimes what's coming up in you just wants to be seen. And then once you see it and you don't try to repress it or negate it, it can go on its way. It just needs to be seen. And once you're done with that, you say positive things, affirmations. So by the time I was on the second round, I usually do 2 rounds of negative, 1 round of positive, but I couldn't really finish the second round because I was already thinking positive. So I got some sleep. I decided that it's very unlikely that I have so much confirmation that I'm in the right place, doing the right thing, and I will never realize it. That is not possible. There are too many reasons that I know that I'm meant to go beyond this stage. So I decided I can think about the ways I'm not there, or I can think about the ways I'm almost there. So that's what I did. And I also started listening to some money mindset content, which I feel is good for me in my life right now. In the past, I would listen to that stuff, but I was hoping for a miracle. And you're not going to get a miracle. I think some people can easily shift their identity or their sense of self and self-worth so that whatever the money mindset stuff like really manifests for them quickly. I think I had to do all of that work to get to a place where the money mindset stuff works, because I had to develop the self-worth to even develop the career, develop the vehicle for, or develop a vehicle for earning money, which was a big barrier for me. It was important to me to earn money instead of money coming from other people. That was a part of my sense of self-worth. So while I did, I guess, technically manifest a lot of money from other people, one time I got a check for $20,000. While I did do that, I needed to put myself in a position to earn money and not just like get money, because part of my wound in life is feeling like a charity case. So I've done all of this work, and I finally feel like I'm at a place where the money mindset information really has a place for me. So I started listening to that, and then I asked ChatGPT what I could do to make money now. Like, based on what ChatGPT knows about me, how can I make money now? And ChatGPT came, or maybe it was like, what's stopping you from making money? She came back with 6 different things about why I'm not making money. The ones that stand out are perfectionism, clarity on my offer, and feeling like I can't do it alone. But I think the main ones for me were perfectionism and clarity on my offer. So I took some time to write out what I wanted to do. Part of my problem is I keep changing my mind. I feel so dumb talking about ChatGPT like this, but ChatGPT helped me to reframe and not feel badly about changing my mind. And honestly, this also came from my awareness. So I said, I feel badly that I'm changing, but I think that's perfectionism. And ChatGPT was like, yes, you can look at it as evolving. She didn't say evolving. She said that you're attuned and adjusting quickly. So yeah, I've been adjusting what I want to do and how and what. So, which makes me feel bad because I feel like I'm changing my mind too much. I feel like I should just know it. And when I told my husband my new plan, he was like, okay, you keep changing your mind. I just want you to get started. Which is how I feel, but I don't have to, like, maybe that's just part of the process and I'm doing it faster. So I came up with this plan, which is not really a different plan. It's just like I wrote out what my coaching would look like. And I reached out to somebody who had reached out to me. We went to high school together. She reached out a couple weeks ago and said she wanted to connect and be able to refer people to me and just talk. So we had a conversation. I texted her yesterday to see if she would have some time to hear my offer, like hear my plan. And she gave me an hour of us going back and forth. She's currently finishing up her education as a therapist. She has been a high level, has she been an executive? I'm sure she was making some money. She currently coaches as well, does corporate coaching. So she's familiar with this. I talked to her about my plan and she gave me some really good feedback. So that was really good and I felt clear and I just feel so much better. I think it's so funny because I was like doomsday just 2 nights ago. I just realized I forgot something that will explain part of why I'm feeling good. So I found a message from somebody in my Instagram request from like 2 weeks ago. She found my YouTube channel from my Banker's Life video. And she said she felt very connected to me and she watched a bunch of videos. So I messaged her and then I went on to work on my idea and really emphasizing purpose and exploring purpose. I talked to my friend about it. And then later that day, I got a message back from her and she basically said she was looking for her purpose. She used different words, but that was really encouraging. It was like, okay, you're in the right place and you can attract. I don't know if she would be my client, but it feels like I can attract. Then today, a friend texted me back. She hadn't texted me. I texted her weeks ago. That's how we text. And she texted back and she mentioned that she was trying to decide what she believes, which is also a part of what I do, what I'm very interested in. That's what my other channel is about. So it just felt like confirmation, and that's part of the reason I feel so good. I'm going to potty train my kid today. When he wakes up from his nap, we'll be doing that all weekend. Mom. Royce does not want to potty train today.
I need to put in that diaper.
Why?
I need to put in that diaper.
You need to just use the potty.
No!
Why? I finished the Whole 30 challenge. I lost 7 pounds. My skin looks amazing. So I'm feeling pretty good. Moral of the story is get adequate sleep. Bye.